Hello, 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 gamers. Bubba coming back at you again. So this is going to finish up this creeper world, one way or another. um, the whole second in the series, and then we'll move on to Creeper World 3, which is the one I think I started and got introduced to this game, and I like it a whole lot better than this style. But that being said, so we're on this mission, and I wanted to stop long enough because we're getting ready to get a hollow cube, and we wanted to see what that shows. So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also leave comments on any tips, but also any other games you want me to do. All right, let's jump right in here. Just got to get it power. I will say this was a tricky beginning that we had to do. All right, Dax, you won't believe this. The message in this hollow cube appears to be from the Styglek. On screen, Varro. Greetings, human commander. I am Thrade of the Styglek. I am not of the consortium. I and some others like me stand apart from our lost brothers. We wish to free our brothers from the influence of the Loki and return our race to its former nobility. For this reason, I will assist you through your current plight. Though I share no particular affinity for your kind, you have presented a unique opportunity for me to advance my cause. Within this holocube, you will find instructions for calibrating your rift engines. You will once more be able to choose your destination. But human, you must not return to your colony prime. You have far more pressing matters to attend to. I have also provided you with the coordinates of a world you must visit in all haste. On this world is the one you call Aliana Abraxas. My brothers have her and have grown impatient in their quest to extract her knowledge. You must journey to this world without delay if you are to save her and prevent the consortium from gaining her knowledge. Ooh. You, no doubt, may have many questions of me. Perhaps you even wonder if I am being truthful. Know this, the fates of your race and mine hang in the balance. Your greatest strength is to know what is right. Use this strength now. Varro, I'm going to scrub this planet while you make the modifications to our rift engines. Prepare to rift to the target world as soon as I have cleared all creeper. Okay. So, that being said, I'm going to pause it until I get to the next holocube. Or not pause it, but time lapse. That. Alright, here we go for the second holocube here. I'm going to take these out before too long here. And there's another one down there. Okay, the victory of your people over the Nexus threw the consortium into disarray. My brothers served the Loki. Now we gotta figure out who the Loki is. Maybe they're the ones that actually created the creep or whatever. And were the Nexus ever to fall, their mission was to reconstruct the Nexus to reestablish contact with their Loki masters. Your mastery of the Creeper was not foreseen. Never before across 1,000,000 galaxies had this been accomplished. The consortium were cut off from the Loki and faced unprecedented circumstances. They decided that they too must understand the Creeper so that they could defeat your anti-Creeper. For without this understanding, you might discover their attempts to reconstruct a Nexus and destroy it along with them. My brethren have nearly perfected their control of the Creeper through many experiments on many worlds. They have somehow rendered this pool of Creeper frozen. Okay. Alright, go back into another time lapse. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we are at the next holocube. Let's go ahead and get it real quick. Humans, the peril you face on this world is great. Beware the consortium's ability to manipulate the Creeper. Uh-oh. This stuff disappeared down here. Oh, it just reappeared. Wonder if that's going to have something to do with what's going to happen. Well, we'll find out soon enough, I guess. We've got to battle our way all the way over here to get to this, to nullify it. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that and time-lapse it again. Be back soon. Alright, we are getting ready to end this now, I think. Well, we're going to do this one, and then we'll do the one on top. We'll do this one here, and then we'll do this one. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult, just because of having to go in a little bit at a time. Okay, that one's done. Alright, well, let's move this in, see what we can do. think it's getting hurt. It certainly is. There we go. Alright, so probably what we're going to need to do is move this guy out and move this guy up forward. Get a little bit more in the rocket category there. Move this one in, this one up. This one in, this one up. Okay, this one in, this one up. Now we're making a dent. This one in, this one up. This one's pretty fast though. Well, it's only 50k, but it was definitely putting up a fight. There we go. I think we're pretty much done. Yep. Now we just need to do a nullifier. There we go. That'll be an end of this one. This one was a long and tedious one. Let's see what the next one holds for us. There we go. Victory! Oh yeah, it went way up. Okay. Here we go. Now for trickery. I have good news, Commander. The modifications that Thrade suggested did the trick. The Rift engine is fully functional again, so no more random jumping. Perhaps he is telling the truth. A stasis capsule, Varro. Is there a stasis capsule? There's an incredible amount of creeper on this planet, Dax. It's causing havoc with the sensors, or scanners, but I'm getting a weak signal. Impossible to tell if anyone is inside. Let's head straight in. Fire up the nano lathes. Okay, so what we got here? Oh, wow. Capsule is way down here. And we're supposed to be able to get to it before this whole thing collapses? That doesn't seem possible. I mean, look at how deep this stuff is. This is going to start leaking out soon. Well, let's do the hollow thing while you're still... Well, I'm not time-lapsing. We do have an ore mine. One. Just one. So we might use anti-creep this time, because I haven't used it in a while. Although I can't imagine we're going to be able to do a whole lot with all of this. But we'll give it a shot. And then this one, oh my goodness, we have to go all the way around to this. But we can get rid of these drones and these drones through here. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Okay, Commander, it's a message from Thrade. You have chosen wisely, human. Seeking eyes search for you all across the galaxy. I have done all I can to mislead the Consortium, but time is short. Greater and greater grows the Consortium's mastery of the Creeper. Save your Aliana. Act quickly, but act with caution. Okay. Great words to heed. All right. And we'll see you in a bit. All right, gamers. I'm not sure what's going to happen when we hit this hollow cube here. Obviously, I'm going to have to do some more of the beacons in order to get further down anyway. I mean, I know we have all these drones. I mean, it's not that many really compared to what I had to do up here, which was insane. But let's see what happens when we do this. I kind of want to have some of these over here just in case. And if it is really the drones that are coming and not any stuff, I don't really need that. I'll just use more of these. All right, and yeah, I think that's good for right now. I may go ahead and put another micro rift down here, just so that we'd be ready, and it'd be a whole lot quicker than this coming down and going all the way around. Our techs have been going up some. I don't know if I really want to do Maybe I'll do beacon range so I don't have to worry about trying to put them so close to things. All right. As soon as this rift gets done, we're going to do this last thing here. Hopefully the drones don't just bust through. I don't think they will. I'm just grateful they haven't busted through this. But I am worried something's going to happen that would make that happen. All right, let's see what we got. All right, you were perhaps expecting a message from the traitor Thrade? That pawn led you here just as we calculated. We now have this traitor in our possession, as he no longer serves our purposes. You have dismissed the Styglek Consortium as a savage and arrogant foe, and one whom you might easily defeat. We allowed you to destroy a few weakened facilities in exchange for your unknown compliance in a much larger plan. We allowed the traitor to communicate with you and provide you with the assistance needed to survive and ultimately to make your way here. We have analyzed the human you call Aliana Abraxas for some time. Her mind has been notably strong in resisting our efforts to probe it. Her mental defenses were so potent that we were unable to access the much needed knowledge on the creeper. Until now, that is. Your presence here triggered an emotional response in her mind, softening the barriers that kept us at bay. We have what we need. The creeper expansion will resume shortly. Colony Prime will fall, and the human insurrection shall be eliminated at last. We hope you and Aliana Abraxas will enjoy what little time remains. I don't trust them, Varro. They're still a savage and arrogant race, just a little bit more subtle than we thought. Perform a comprehensive scan of the area. Look for anything that might suggest a trap. Dax, I'm picking up vast quantities of creeper, but I can't see anything. It's entombed in the terrain around Aliana's capsule. They found some way to compress creeper and infuse it in the soil. Any suggestions on how we can get her out safely? I would suggest constructing a large amount of upgraded launchers nearby. You'll need some blasters to take care of the drones. Flooding the chamber with anti-creeper might not hurt either. Well, we've already used up all our anti-creeper. Okay, so a large amount of upgraded launchers. My thoughts exactly. In Odin's name, we can't fail now. All right. And I'll be back once I figured out the rest of this stuff. See you in a bit. All right, gamers, we're back again. Got rid of the stuff without losing it. Almost did, but did not lose it. So let's try and get in here and get the capsule and see what happens. Varro, status. Don't worry, Varro. I'm just fine. Hello, Dax, or should I say Commander. Aliana, I never thought. Please tell me that you're okay. I'm glad to see you too, my love. I feared this day might not come. Did the Styglek harm you? Did they manage to extract the information they needed? They believed so, yes. Their probe technique could be manipulated, I discovered, to work both ways. I learned many things about their race, their history, and their present agenda. We have little time to act. We'll rift back to Colony Prime immediately. They were under attack and will need our help. Your father will be so pleased to see you alive and well. No, Dax, listen to me for a moment. Thrade is the key to defeating the Loki. Without him, it doesn't matter if we can temporarily repel the Creeper at Colony Prime. I know that where Thrade is, and we have to save him from the Consortium. You have to trust me. Varro, input Aliana's coordinates and engage the rift engine immediately. It looks like we're going on a jailbreak. All right. So let's see what happens in the next one here. Got it. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Oh, we've only got 3 more. All right, the tide. Dax, this is where the Styglek are holding Thrade. Varro, anything on the sensors? There is a capsule, but getting to it isn't going to be easy. This planet is a veritable fortress. Dax, the other planets you visited were strategically unimportant to the Styglek. They let you survive, if only just. This is different. The Consortium place great value on this world, and they will not let it fall easily. And there I was thinking my tactical superiority won the day. Can you offer any advice on how to proceed? The Styglek's knowledge of the Creeper is frightening. Who knows what they can make it do at this stage? All I can advise is caution. Varro, Commander, some of the drones are emitting a much larger energy signature than the ones we faced before. Also, this planet's gravity is disproportionately strong for its mass. I'm not sure what that means. I'll exercise due caution. Let's get to it. Okay. So, oh, wow, 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 wow. Boy, that's one heck of a prison. Okay. Well, we have some power. This is going to be shooting out of here to allow it to come in and flood. This is going to come up and flood, and this is just a temporary thing. Woo-wee! Okay, well, this looks like this is going to be a challenge. We have 4 ore deposits. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be time consuming. All right. Well, I will see you guys when something significant happens. See. Oh, 8 Gs. Wow. I wonder if that means stuff is going to fall more? I don't know. All right. See you in a bit. All right, gamers. We got past that. Now we're here. Got his capsule. I am grateful, humans. Your timely arrival is both welcome and fortunate. Aliana believes you can aid us against our enemies. Aliana Braxis speaks the truth. I may yet accomplish such a goal. Greetings, Thraid. I trust my debt to you has been repaid. Indeed, Aliana Abraxas, it seems my investment in your survival was well placed. Have you informed the other humans of the threat poised against them? We've had no contact with Colony Prime. We came straight here to free you before it was too late. We must hope that your Colony Prime has managed to resist the Creeper. We must travel there as a matter of urgency and render what assistance we can. We must act quickly to prevent my people from rebuilding the Nexus. The Consortium are building a Nexus? Surely all will be lost if they succeed. We must travel to the site at once and prevent the resurrection of this abomination. We must not. You are not prepared. We must return to your colony prime first. Don't trust him, Dax. If there is another Nexus, we'll force him to tell us the world coordinates. We have to take it out before it is complete. Aliana Braxis, you know of what I speak. He's right, Dax. Return to colony prime immediately. I only hope Father has somehow held out. Do it, Varro. All right. Well, I think, well, we're on the next to the last one. Let's see what the story is before we time lapse. Do you read? Thanks. Come in, Liberation Ship. Lock onto that transmission, Varro. Sir, there is nearly too much creeper to get there. I think I have it. Admiral Abraxas, is that you? Commander Dex Joven, I might have known you'd find a way to cheat death and make your way back here. Son, we're under heavy assault, as you can see. We're barely holding on, and we need your immediate assistance. I don't know how you have managed to survive for this long, but I've never doubted you would find a way. If you two are done congratulating each other, we might want to get to work. Hello, Father. By the gods, I always knew you were still out there, Aliana. Somehow, I always knew. I was nearly on the edge of hopelessness and ready to accept defeat. Now that you are here and alive, I'm glad to see you too, Father. I hoped for so long that this day would come. I was never certain it would happen, but always had hope. I see you have held out in a rather unconventional way. We've cannibalized some liberation ships along with various weapons and constructed some bunkers to house the few survivors. Dax, you have to get to those bunkers and save the people in them. These survivors may be all that is left of Colony Prime. With your permission, Admiral, I believe the best move would be to secure your bunker first, so you may lead the defense. Negative, Commander. Save the civilians and the council members first. That's an order. I don't know how much longer they can hold out. My command bunker is safe for now. My communications array is shattered, so I can no longer control any of the weapons you see on your scanners. Assume control of any and all forces you find, Commander. Now hurry and save our people and keep my daughter safe. I'll be just fine. But, sir, we will be just fine, Father. You hold on. What do we have, Varro? An unholy mess, Commander. Creeper and Styglek drones are pressing their assault, and those ingenious bunkers that Admiral Abraxas hobbled together. He's definitely right about one thing. They won't be able to hold much longer. Thraid, can you offer any assistance? I cannot, Dax Joven. I only know that you must defeat these forces so that Aliana, Abraxas, and I can create the instruments we will need to face the Nexus. All right, Varro, Aliana, let's do this. All right. So, before we get going, oh, that's nice. At least we have phantom coils ready. That's nice. I'm guessing this one is a phantom coil. This. Oh, that's one of the bunkers. Ooh, it's I guess this one's going to start digging down that way. That's not going to be good. Um, hmm. Well, I mean, we get a lot of resources and everything from the bunkers when we do them. We do have ore in one spot. This is insane because this is going to break through and then collapse all these. Oof. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. And I'm guessing this is the command bunker. It's why we can wait a little bit longer because it has to go through all of this. But look at the strength on this thing. Wow, 1 million in the interval of 0.16. I think that's the strongest we've ever seen. Okay, well, I guess we have to get down here, get the diamond, and start building reactors once we get rid of this. This isn't going to be good either. So I guess our biggest concern... Ooh, this is a big concern though too. Because this will just start flooding up and go in here. Well, if we can get this really fast, I think. And then our next one would have to be this one. All right. Well, I am going to time lapse, and I will see you fellas in a little bit. All right, so here we go. Admiral Abraxas, are you all right? Well done, son. Well done. You saved all these people and have accomplished a great thing today. We must now act quickly if we are to stop the Nexus. What in Odin's name is that? And who said anything about a Nexus? Aliana, is this true? Has a Nexus somehow returned? Father, this is Thraid of the Steiglek. I owe him my life. I could not have survived without his assistance. And yes, I believe Thraid when he says that his kind are attempting to rebuild a Nexus. How much time do we have before it is complete? We may already be too late. Aliana, Abraxas, and I must work quickly to create new instruments for an assault, and we must depart before this day has ended. What is he talking about, Aliana? Thraid knows that I have been developing other weapons to use against the Creeper. Now he wants me to complete them. I'll need my personal notes, assuming you still have them, Father. Of course, Aliana. I've always kept them with me. We may yet have a chance of success. Dax Joven and Varro Hell, prepare your crew, for we will depart in 12 hours. Aliana and I will enhance your systems with new weaponry for the assault. Very good, Thraid. Aliana, if you need anything. 12 hours, Dax. That's all I need. See you then. Admiral Braxis, I assume you would like to speak to the council members. Varro and I will make the necessary preparations for the upcoming assault. Thank you, Commander. I'll brief the council members, then join you on the bridge for the assault. All right. So, oh, didn't even have to finish. Okay. There we go. Now we get to do the last one. Thank goodness. Commander, we have arrived at the coordinates that Thraid provided. Scanners are off the chart with Creeper, and the Rift scope is completely scrambled, just as we expected. Very good, Varro. I see we are fully loaded with all of the crystal energy we could scavenge from the colony world, or colony prime. Aliana, are the new weapons online? Yes, Dax, they are. Thanks to Thraid, we were able to complete 2 new systems. The conversion bombs were my idea. I had been working on the concept before my ship was lost. With Thraid's help, I have completed them. In short, conversion bombs will convert any creeper in range to anti-creeper, drive them into the creeper, and hit detonate, and they will do their work. From the looks of the scanners, you might need to think about doing this immediately. The second weapon was something I was reluctant to create. With Thraid's knowledge, we have constructed a dark beam. This energy beam destroys most things in its path. In particular, it will cut right through creeper. I've managed to modify the weapon so that it does not destroy anti-creeper. But, Dax, this weapon taps into an alternate and dark parallel reality. It draws its destructive power from this place. Thraid and I both believe this is the same place that originally corrupted the Loki. Aliana, this alternate reality turned the Loki into the menace that they are today. Are we sure this dark beam is safe? No, Father, we are not, but it may be our only chance to destroy the Nexus. I concur, Aliana Braxis. This may be the only weapon that can damage the Nexus core. Okay, these are the risks we will have to take. Admiral Braxis, would you do the honors of commanding this assault? I will relinquish my Commander, this is your ship. Our destinies are in your capable hands. Please proceed, and Dax, trust your instincts just as I once trusted mine. Varro, what's the situation look like? Probably looks like crap. The surface is covered. Good thing we have massive energy crystal reserves. Beneath the surface appear to be incredibly large creeper repositories. The Steiglek must have placed them here as defensive reserves. Let's see them, Varro. We need to rush in with the new conversion bombs and try to convert them before they are released. I'm not sure our normal weapons will be able to handle that amount of creeper. What about the Nexus? Anything on scanners? Looks like something deep, but it's hard to Yes, hard for you to make out, Varro. Hello. Hail. This is by our all-knowing design. We welcome you to this occasion. We welcome the last remnants of the human population to witness the rebirth of their demise. Brothers, it is not too late. Abandon your attempts to rebirth the Nexus and join me to free our kind from the Loki. We have technology that can... We are not interested in the words of the traitor. You have served your purpose, Thrade. You may now join these inferior beings in their demise. Steiglek transmission terminated. Okay, crew, we know what we have to do. It's time to end this now and forever. Here we go. Oh, boy. Wow, 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 wow. What is this? Oh, this is the Nexus. Not... Oh... So I'm going to be on a time crunch. Oh, experimentals. Here we go. Conversion bomb. Oof, that's expensive. That's expensive. Dark mirror. What the heck is dark mirror? She didn't even mention dark mirror. Maybe that's to reflect the dark beam into different things? I don't know. Okay. Huh. Wow, 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 wow. This is a lot of creep. Okay. So we're going to have to do some conversion bombs. And then drop, I guess, into here. All right. Well, I will see you when I get through, hopefully, a lot of this. See you in a bit. All right, gamers. I came back a little earlier than anticipated because I noticed that as this creep is going to the Nexus or whatever, as more and more creep goes to it, it goes faster and faster and faster. There's no possible way we can get all the way down here before this hits 100%. So there must be a story once it hits. So let's continue for just a little bit and let's see what happens here. I'm not sure I have sound right now. There it goes. All right. All right, so we got a little bit of that coming in. Definitely have these bots. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we have any phantoms. Okay, so let's take one of these bombs and see what it does. Well, it looks like it can withstand creep for a little while. So let's tell... oh, detonate. There we go. Detonate. Okay. Try and get some of this land back so we can get some reactors. We're going to have to get some of the beacons. But yeah, see around here, it's already halfway done. I don't even have the top cleared. And without reactors, I have to depend on how much it can pull out of the crystal or whatever, which is not a lot. So let me get a couple of blasters. We're going to need them anyway. Let's hope it doesn't suck up all of my power. See, it's only been like a minute, less than 2 minutes. And it's already over halfway. And it's getting faster. Look at how fast it's going now. That's just incredible. Alright, so let's get us some systems here. Okay, we'll get this over to here. Get this over to here. This over to here to see if we can get some into there. And let's get us a beacon. And then I guess we'll do a beacon over here. So let's figure out what's going on. Oh, this is coming up fast. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is coming up really fast. So, which one's going to happen? I can't really tell. We're going to have to get a lot more weapons, that's for sure. So, let's do this. Let's try and hit one of these. I don't know. Oh, wow, that's a big dude there. No, it's not. 120. Okay, so... Oh, there it goes. Once again, I am among you. The purity of nothingness shall again be resumed. Now bear witness to the end of all things. So it's the Nexus. Admiral Braxis, Aliana, Varro, we failed to reach the Nexus in time. Now is your moment, Dax. Everything in your life has been building to this. I believe in you. We all do. Look to your strengths and find a way. My strengths? What are my strengths? No, not what, but who. That's it. Varro, Aliana, Thrade are the keys. Varro, scan the center of the Nexus and feed the readings to Aliana's console. Aliana, keep a close eye on those readings. What am I looking for, Dax? Just keep watching. Thrade, have your people ever faced a Nexus before an open rebellion? No, Dax Joven. We have remained secretive and avoided exposure. Perfect. Now's your chance. I'll have Varro open a channel to the Nexus. You should declare yourself and the existence of your movement. Dax Joven, this will accomplish nothing. If anything, it will enrage the Nexus and provoke it to destroy us sooner rather than later. All through this journey, you have asked me to trust you, Thrade. Now, I ask the same of you. Trust me. Open transmission to Nexus. Greetings, Nexus of the Loki. I am Thrade of the Styglek. I, unlike my brothers, do not serve the Loki or their creations. I am not alone, and we will one day see the Loki defeated. Irrelevant. I will wipe the worlds of this galaxy and cover them with creeper, so their surfaces no longer see any light. When this is done, I will gather the stars into an abysmal vortex and erase the very memory of this galaxy. You and your fellow rebels will be preserved until then, so that you may witness this ending. And then, when my work is done, you too will enter the abysmal vortex, and nothingness will have been accomplished. Aliana, check the readings carefully. Look for any deviations in the readings around the time Thrade was speaking. Checking. Oh, this is... Dear, you are brilliant. I see it, and I know what to do. I'm on it. Commander, I'm not sure I see it. Varro, Aliana is going to make some mods to the Dark Beam. When Thrade told the Nexus about his movement, the Nexus faced an unknown situation, so I knew it would send this information back to the Loki. To communicate with the Loki, the Nexus must use some sort of communication via the alternate dark reality, the same dark realm that Aliana's dark beam uses. If we could lock onto the frequencies it uses to modulate access to this dark realm. That's it, Dex. The mods are made. The dark beam will now operate at the same frequency the Nexus uses to communicate with the Loki. If you can get a beam fired into the Nexus core, you should be able to damage it. Dax Joven, the Nexus draws its strength from the creeper that surrounds it. You must eliminate or convert the creeper immediately around the core before the beam will have effect. I'll ready some conversion bombs and dark beams. Varro will need to deal with those Styglek drones guarding the Nexus. Prime all systems to their limits. Okay, so now this is totally different. Now we have these going out here, and it's going to be producing stuff and just tons and tons and tons. Okay, and this is where I'm going to leave it, and be back when we figure out the rest of it. All right. So we are getting really close to finishing this, so I figured I'd go ahead and start recording again. Here we go. Should be pretty much the end. These are so powerful, as you can see, that it takes 3 of these to actually kill one. Here we go. And there it is. Now, we should be able to get rid of the creeper density, and once that's done, then we should be able to start hitting them. Okay. I guess we'll try and speed it up a little bit here. Alright, I think I'm going to have to get some more. I'm going to have to get rid of all this creep. So we're going to have to build conversion bombs. And let those go. I may need to get a different laser down here too in order to do more damage. So what I could do is go through here. I think I'm producing enough power to do that, but we'll see. I gotta wait a little bit anyway to make those holes. So let's see. Of course, it keeps taunting us. Your strategy is flawed. Others have come before you and could never do this. So let's see what we get. I mean, obviously the density is kind of going down, but then it goes back up. So I'm thinking it's being fed out of here. So we're going to need to do this. So let's speed that up just a little bit. It does take a while to make those. And as you can see, this is closing in, and we've got plenty from all the stuff we did. On this one line, it was like each block was 1 billion. Okay. Now let's take this in. Take this in. See how those work. Aha, see? Now we're doing some damage. 963, 962. Oh yeah. Your strategy is flawed. Alright. I'll go ahead and time-lapse it because this is going to take a little while. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but it is because robots are getting in the way and everything else. And I'm going to bring this other one down and see if I can't do it as a bonus to help. So, back in a bit, I hope. Alright, we're finally getting it to, let's see, we'll do the move speed. We are finally getting it to where now he is complaining, no, you must stop while there's still time. So, we must be doing something right. Although, see, nope, you must stop. It's actually a short window of when this stuff works. There we go. Getting really close now. 39. Let's see if we did one more, we might have enough. But I'm not counting on us being able to get that over there. Let's see if we can do that. 8. Got it down to 8. Alright, and we gotta get another mirror down here. Stop while you still can. Okay, I'm gonna point this that way. I guess they're getting more aggressive. That's fine. We'll still get there. Might take just a little bit longer because they're being more active, but that's okay. Should be this last one. My gods, Dax, we did it. The Nexus has been destroyed. Well done, Commander. Well done. You have saved your people as well as mine, Dax Joven. One day, when I stand again with my freed brothers, we will look to this moment as the moment the tide turned. We will be forever grateful to you and your people. Thrade, I trust that you will continue your fight and will prevail. The scattered remnants of the Styglek in this galaxy will no doubt be willing to hear your proposals. Go from here and spread the word to other galaxies. Bring freedom to all your kind. I shall indeed do those things, Dax Joven. I bid you all farewell. We shall not meet again. Dax, Aliana, and I will be with the others celebrating below. Take us back to Colony Prime when ready. We have a civilization revealed. Again. Well, Varro, I told you we'd make it. Somehow. That you did, Commander Joven. That you did. Rift engines prepared to jump to Colony Prime, sir. Engage. All right, simulation complete. This completes the interactive historical simulation of Volume 2, NHA Refounding. Participants are encouraged to further explore this period of history through other interactive simulations. So now this acts as if we were watching a simulator, doing a simulation within like an academy. Proceed to historical summary. Varro Hell. Varro would go on to command his own liberation ship in the years that followed. He would lead many critical and important missions, most of which demand their own historical volumes. Eventually, Varro would come to the head of the Command Academy, where he instructed the next generation on the finer points of creeper destruction. To this day, a mighty statue of Varro Hale stands proudly at the gates of the Command Academy to welcome and challenge all new cadets. Thrade of Styglek. Thrade would quickly unite the scattered remnants of the Styglek. Together, with a new purpose, they would set out to many galaxies to spread knowledge of their movement. Though it is projected to take many millions of years, Thrade's movement will eventually free all of their kind from the Loki. Dax Joven and Aliana Abraxas. Dax and Aliana's love for each other grew to match that of their courage and intelligence. Never far from Aliana, Dax would go on to lead the reconstruction of the new colony Prime. Over time, as new colonies were founded, Aliana would personally commission each world's Academy of Science. In time, Dax would become president of the New Human Alliance, and Aliana would become the founder, the first person to hold the coveted title of Abraxan Professor of Higher Sciences. Eventually, in their waning years, Dax and Aliana set out on an extragalactic exploration mission. They were never heard from again, and all present efforts to track their ship have failed. Mighty memorials to both stand today in the heart of Colony Prime. Admiral Braxis. No history regarding the refounding of humanity would be complete without volumes devoted to this man. Admiral Braxis played pivotal roles in reestablishing the Command Council and personally overseeing the founding of 25 colony worlds. His leadership of the Command Academy stands alone to this day, only being challenged by the leadership of Arohel. Some years after Admiral Braxis left the Command Academy, he mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Efforts to locate him proved futile, but eventually a purported hollow recording surfaced of his last evening on Colony Prime. The recording was audio only and contained the following. Hello again, young one. Platius? Is that you? I thought you would never return. Ah, my young fan, I said I would not be far. Why have you come back now? I foresee that you will be desperately needed, my friend. You must come with me. Will I be able to return, Platius? No, young one. To where we travel, there will be no return. Records in. The NHA Historical Foundation would like to thank you for participating in this interactive historical simulation. Kira Joven, Director, NHA Historical Foundation. And that would be it, folks. We are done. So, that is the end of this episode and the end of Creeper World 2. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave comments for any tips and other games you would like me to try. Bubba out.